was just having this conversation. I'm trying to wrap the conversation that I was having into a dialogue. But basically, if you had grew up where I grew up, or in an environment parallel to one of which many of us have, it gets to a weird place where when you are very young of age, you come to a understanding or a place within yourself where you get that most of the people that you're around, shoulder to shoulder, hanging out with, those won't be the people that will go the distance with you. Not just from pettiness, like, oh yeah, I'm not cool with so and so for such and such bullshit reason, but just by environment being the circumstances of where you live. People will die behind violence. People will be in jail. People will mentally pass due to addictions. So it's like those old pictures that we all have of people, many of them just aren't there. And then we understand that at an early age. It's not something that, you like in your late 20s, whatever though, trying to come to terms with, oh yeah, you lost somebody. Many of us, by the time we're teenagers, early 20s, we have a list of RIPs. We have t-shirts, we have walls with obituaries on them. It's almost like remains of the dead. But what does that have? What happens to that mind, of the youth when you're at that age, where you have to understand that? It's like people that don't have to deal with that emotional callousness. People that don't have to understand close friends dying at early ages. Though I think like, I'm not gonna get into, but it's like I'll rewind to a time where I think I was like a pallbearer at one of my closest friends' funeral. I was 15. 15 behind a murder. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, and it's like, even before then, like I was saying, I'm not gonna get into all that, but now, even before then, though, you become this, you have to be at this emotional maturity way before you should have to be. Things that you've seen, things that you've done, things that you've witnessed firsthand, a third party. In certain situations that maybe we shouldn't have been exposed to at an early age. I said that to say, how do you learn certain lessons, right? How do you learn certain lessons without actually having to go through it, and actually learn? Not like not like the weird dude that stays in the middle of Alaska rapping about Harlem or something like that, or somebody that stays in a $27.4 million house rapping about how he grew up in the projects. You know what I'm saying? But like actually understand and have empathy to the situation, but not having to be physically or mentally hindered by it, without actually having to like that when Neo was in the Matrix, he got hooked up, and now, okay, I know Kung Fu now. But it's like he didn't actually have to go through all of that, but he understands it. Because a lot of times it does have lasting effects on it. Like, people die left and right, you don't even look the same way no more. Oh, damn. Cold game. But it's like, it shouldn't be that. Because people in other races, because they haven't had to deal with the senseless deaths, they look at it like they'll still be shocked by it, but because it's not them being affected, theirs goes in a reverse. You know, they're still shocked by it. It's like, oh, it's not one of my own. They must have did something wrong. You know, it's a different type of thing. Whereas because we have experienced it for so long, we look at it like, gotta deal with it, and we just move on. We glaze over it. Peace.